What's going on, everybody? We got a 2009 Nissan Rogue with a 2.5. We do have 171 code. This code popped messing around with other things, but that's a whole other story. But so you see here we got our P0171 fuel system lean bank 1. Going into the data list, I don't have the information that I like here. I guess you could call me picky, but I would really like to see simplified bank 1 fuel trims. And going through here, we don't really have that. We do have air fill alpha bank 1, and there is some other things here, but I found it to be easier myself to just go into generic OBD2, going old school, if you will. So basically anybody with any aftermarket scan tool should be able to do this without any problem. Let's go into generic OBD2. I'm going to click auto scan. And what I wanted to do here was go, first of all, I like to check codes to verify that nothing's set in generic OBD2 that didn't set in enhanced. Very rare that that happens, but you never know. Doesn't hurt, but you see we don't have that mobilizer change of communication error. P0171. Go to live data. I did test drive this looking at the fuel trims, and it was hard to catch anything, to be honest with you. I really couldn't catch it going on the road. I did a recording, but here we go. Long term and short term, that's what I'm concerned with here. Let's go ahead and just show these and graph and merge them. So we have our long term and short term. You see, if you take your long term and add it to your short term, we're way high. 9.4 plus the 10, that's pretty high. Upon arrival here, I did see this hole in the air box. Didn't think it would have anything to do with it because that is before the mass airflow sensor. However, Identifix did have a specification saying we should have around a volt at warm idle, and you see here we do have around a volt. But I thought, for just testing purposes, what would happen if I plug up the hole? So I'm going to plug up this hole and watch our voltage on the scan on the multimeter here, and we go up to 1.13. Okay, so all I'm doing is covering up that hole with a piece of paper, and let me go ahead and unplug the hole. You see it goes right back down. So I can get a right angle for you guys here. 1.06, 1.08 volts, and I covered up. As soon as I covered up, we go up to 1. I didn't get it all the way. We go up to 1.135. So there is a definite difference with this. Now, take a look at our fuel trims. We're way high. We got 10 plus 9. That's way high, guys. If I go ahead and cover up this hole, once I get it in the right spot, having a tough time getting an angle here. Once I get it covered up, you can see our fuel trims are going, still a little bit of leak, but when I get it in the right spot and cover it all up, you'll start to see some negatives. I'm going to put this down and try to manipulate that better. So that's the hole uncovered, and I'm going to go ahead and cover it up. And you see how our fuel trims are going negative. So -2, -1 plus the +9 will get us back closer to 0, which is what we're looking for. So we're going to go ahead and repair this and take it for a good test drive and see if we're better. I was very happy to see that we could see the change in the reading on the voltmeter. This is probed into the signal wire of the mass airflow sensor. We're back probing into that circuit. You got to be real careful as you get in there. We're looking at 1.1 at the highest, 1.1, and as I cover this up, you'll see we go to 1.12, 1.13. Trying pretty hard to cover it up there. So this is definitely showing us that we have some sort of turbulence that the vehicle is not calibrated for. This is why it's so important when people put these aftermarket cold air intakes on, that they get something that meets the manufacturer requirement. I'm sure Nissan and all these other manufacturers try real hard to get the airflow calculation correct based on this air box. And also, If I put my finger into this hole, if I just put my finger in here a little bit, I can feel the airflow, and I can make that reading change just by sticking my finger in. The master airflow sensor is over there, but I'm just putting my fingers in the hole, and I can make that disrupt the airflow, and move my fingers around inside the air box. I can make the change